that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. This pride that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. This hope that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This hope that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This hope that I have. The world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away.
Hi, my name is Diane Proctor, and I'm on the Reclaim Our Democracy Steering Committee. I work with a wonderful group of people. Fred Van Dusen is our leader. Paul Langston Daly from the First Parish Universalist Church is our social action leader, and then wonderful other people on this committee who have put this weekend together. We started last evening with Danielle Allen, who is an eminent social scientist who helped us think about a new social contract, as well Shanique Spalding, who is in charge of voting in Massachusetts and does a magnificent job. And then Irina Koval, who is it's from the Ukraine and has had knows what goes on daily in the fight for democracy on that front. And then James Tull, who's an international negotiator, who talks about how you deal with people when you disagree and how you find collaborative ways of communicating. From there, we had today's event. And today's event has 27 tables full of various people and their operations, which are all about activism, all about caring about democracy, engaging citizens in the good work of making certain that as community, we know what's going on and we help to lend our voice to the progress of that community.
From Concord, First Parish. I'm here for the Democracy Festival today. I'm so excited because I've worked with Reclaim Our Democracy at First Parish and that team for a very long time. Started Concord Indivisible, but I'm here today as Lady Liberty, representing ranked choice voting in Massachusetts. Good news is Concord passed ranked choice voting May of last year at our town meeting. It has yet to be passed through the legislature, so we really are working to get that through. But in the meantime, ranked choice voting is a way we can just bring more democracy to our elections, more voices, more choices. So excellent job, Fred and the rest of the team. So glad this worked out so well, even though the weather didn't cooperate, and looking forward to next year. Thank you.
School related. We're feeling really drawn towards, we have a really nice informal
President Lincoln, he said, "We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic cords of memory, stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone, all over this broad land, will yet swell with the chorus of the Union, when again touched, as surely they will be, by the better angels of our nature." And we find ourselves on a similar precipice right now, with our country divided and polarized in ways we've never seen before. And it's not just driving families apart and communities apart. It leads to a government that is becoming more and more dysfunctional and unable to do their job. You can't pick up a newspaper on any day of the week without reading about how horribly it's working out down in Washington, where congressional members don't even speak to each other, and so the process of government doesn't take place. Now, here's the good news. I was a state rep for 10 years, and I can tell you, Beacon Hill is a lot different from Capitol Hill. We actually get along down there. The two parties are very cordial, very respectful, very professional. So the House Minority Leader gets along great with the Speaker. The Senate Minority Leader has a great relationship with the Senate President. They get along great with this new governor. They also got along great with the previous governor because they put partisan differences aside to get the business of government accomplished. Now, sometimes there's a little bit of friction between the House and the Senate. You're probably reading about that now. But that happens. It's happened before, and they're going to work that out. And, we could only wish this to happen, across our society and also down in Washington. And so that's why Braver Angels was formed. It's a nationwide group, and I started taking part in 2019, and it kind of broke up because of COVID, but we're getting back together. So we formed a Greater Boston Braver Angels, GBBA. And please go to our website, Greater Boston Braver Angels, to see what we're all about. We have events on a regular basis. It can be an event called a fishbowl, which I can talk to you a little more about later. But we also have debates, we have speeches, we have public speakers. And it's an organization that is geared toward bringing people who lean red to sit down and speak to people who lean blue. And it's something that I'm going to call it God's work. It really is, because it's something our nation truly needs and truly could use more of. So thank you for this organization. Thank you for this event today. It's truly an honor to be here. I'll stay for as long as it takes to answer your questions. Please find me. I'm happy to help you. But please consider our group, Braver Angels, the nationwide group, or the Greater Boston one. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Fred Van Dusen, and I'm the leader of the Reclaim Our Democracy group here at First Parish in Concord. So our group is the group that actually put this Democracy Festival together. We're working with the Social Action Manager, Paul, and a bunch of other people to make it happen. We actually had 27 different groups here today. We had food, we had music, it was fun, there's things for the kids. We had lots of people come. It's a rainy day and we still got a good crowd. So we're really thrilled with it. Last night we actually had an event with 4 wonderful speakers. One of the members of our team, Diane, actually pulled them together. 2 of them actually dropped out at the last minute. She got 2 replacements. They were fantastic. So we've really had a great weekend. Last night was amazing. Today is even more amazing. There's so many people talking to each other, learning about democracy, learning what they can do to help, and just engaging with each other. So it's been a great day. Thank you.
Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back.
I'm Reverend Paul Langston Daly. I'm the Minister for Social Action here at First Parish in Concord. And we're here today for our first ever Democracy Festival. And we're thrilled about this opportunity for people to get together and network and organize and meet each other and engage in civic society in ways that we haven't been able to for several decades now. So this is a fabulous opportunity for people to get together and talk about what democracy means to us and how we can support and sustain our democracy. As Unitarian Universalists, we value and center the value of love. And we recognize our place in the interdependent web of life and understand that we are all interconnected and interdependent, and that our relationships are complicated and really rich. And those relationships are what make our democracy work. We also believe that the best way to do decision making is to engage in the democratic process. We use that both within our congregations and we support it beyond our congregations. So we really believe that the democratic process is the best way that we have at this moment for making decisions and for allowing our country to move forward. So this weekend we're taking some time to get together, to network, to talk about these really important issues, and to move our democracy forward. So we hope you'll join us next year, assuming we can do this again next year, and we're glad that we've had this opportunity today.
The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide tide is rising, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be.
Well, hi everyone again. I'm Mark David Buckles, up here with
Ashley Mulcair.
and it's good to see all you. Glad you are signing things and learning things. This is a climate justice song by Rabbi Shoshana Meir Friedman. It's a great one to sing along to. The tide is rising, and so are we. I'll call out the other verses as we go if you want to sing along. Here's that first one again. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The task is mighty. The task is mighty, and so are we. The task is mighty, and so are we. The task is mighty, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. This land is holy. This land is holy, and so are we. This land is holy, and so are we. This land is holy, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The storm is raging. The storm is raging, and so are we. The storm is raging, and so are we. The storm is raging, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The world is ready. The world is ready, and so are we. The world is ready, and so are we. The world is ready, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. The tide is rising. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. The tide is rising, and so are we. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be. This is where we are called to be.